From Verne Troyer to Avicii to Aretha Franklin and Anthony Bourdain, the world of entertainment lost a lot of greats throughout the year 2018. We also lost some of the greatest minds of our time, including Stephen Hawkings and Stan Lee. Now there's also the loss of great leaders, including George H.W. Bush, which happened just 7 months after the passing of his wife Barbara. There was no genre of entertainment that was impacted by some deep loss this year. I'm talking the world of wrestling, reality television, music of course, and children's entertainment. We lost legends like SpongeBob creator Stephen Hillenburg and Stefan Karl Stefansson. Now it was an especially tough year for the world of hip-hop, and the generation below me, well, they grew up with, rappers who came off the internet. This year they lost 2 of their biggest stars. I'm talking about Miller and XXXTentacion. They both passed away tragically and suddenly, and both at, such a young age. Now some of these legends we've covered throughout the year and others we missed. In this video we're going to take a look back at all those who have left us in this video titled 2018 Gone But Not Forgotten. Now I know in making this video I'm putting putting myself in the crosshairs of some controversy. There's no denying that shit really hit the fan earlier this year. I mean, I even made it into PewDiePie's YouTube Rewind. That was me.
I'm gonna copy strike this guy.
Here for you on Before They're Gone.
That's crazy. I know. Now I've got a little bit of a catch-22 on my hands. Now the audience that I've built, the ones that consistently watch my channel, the ones that appreciate my passion for storytelling and my hard work, well, these are some of the videos that they've subscribed for. This is what they've come to know me for. And I don't control what videos go trending. I just try and deliver the best content I can in this genre each and every day. Anyway, the whole scandal, it opened my eyes to the need for some changes here on this channel. And for those of you who are new, well, my name is Michael McCrudden. I've been doing biographies on YouTube for a number of years now. Now, if you want to take a look back at our In Memoriam videos for 2016 and 2017, I will leave links down below. Now, talking about the changes to this channel, our Stan Lee Gone But Not Forgotten video, well, it was done with a lot of heart and consideration. So let's start by paying tribute to the one and only Stan Lee.
There's something, if you think about it, that is wonderful about somebody caring about you whom you've never met. I was born in Manhattan. I lived in Manhattan most of my young life. 2 of my big influences were books and movies. If I didn't have a book to read, I'd be reading the label on the ketchup bottle. I loved anything that was imaginative, that was high concept, that was a little bit bigger than life. King Kong, Dracula, Frankenstein. My favorite hero was Errol Flynn. Oh man, he was the ultimate superhero. I heard there was a job open at this publishing company, and they published men's magazines and adventure and westerns and detectives. I applied for the job and I found out it was for the comic book division. In those days, grown-ups hated comics, didn't want their children to read them particularly.
Following the passing of Stan Lee at the age of 95, well, the internet, it exploded. It seems there was no one of any age on earth who hadn't been touched by his creations and his own spirit. What a legend. Now, rolling the clock back to earlier this year of March, well, the world, it lost one of the greatest minds of all time. Stephen Hawking, he passed away on March 14, 2018, at the age of 76. What I find most fascinating about Stephen was, despite his disease, well, there still existed a man of brash behavior and a great sense of humor. I'm serious. Like when Zayn Malik left One Direction, well, he had this to say.
It would not then be beyond the realms of possibility that somewhere outside of our own universe lies another different universe. And in that universe, Zayn is still in One Direction.
The dude also fathered his 3rd child after losing his ability to walk, and later in life he even divorced his first wife, opting to marry his nurse instead. But we'll get into that a little later in this video. The disease he struggled with throughout his life, ALS, well, it was thought to have killed the man 50 years earlier. Now, he was known for his groundbreaking work with black holes and relativity, and he made his genius digestible for everyday folk like, well, me. He also maintained a brilliant sense of humor. 2018 marked a tragic year for the world of music. Longtime legend Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, she passed away at the age of 76. LFO singer Devin Lima, he passed away at the age of 41. Now, he had a surgery just last year removing a tumor the size of a football. Everything seemed to have gone smoothly, but then this year he was diagnosed with stage 4 adrenal cancer. Dolores O'Riordan, the Irish frontwoman for the group The Cranberries, well, she died at the age of 46. And Seo Minwoo from the K-pop band 100%, he passed away at the age of 33. Now, another founder of a very popular meme, he passed away this year, Young Busco. Now, he famously uttered the words, "What are those? This was back in 2015.
Officer, I got one question for you. What are those? What are those?
He died at the age of 31 and he left behind 9 children. Now getting back to music, no genre was hit as hard as hip hop and rap. Now as rapper XXXTentacion left a motorcycle dealership north of Fort Lauderdale on June 18th, well, he was fatally shot and the world, well, it stopped waiting on pins and needles for news regarding his passing. When the word finally was released, well, everyone with access to the internet, they mourned all at once. From Instagram images to tweets from his friends, his collaborators, and his fans, even those who didn't know who he was, well, they were soon informed about the passing of an all-time legend. And the man who was only 20 years old.
It was June that rapper XXXTentacion was shot and killed in his car. Following his death, his music shot to *1, and many fans grieved someone they called their hero.
Now in the time since the chilling video, it has surfaced where he predicts his own death.
Worst thing comes to worst, I die a tragic death or some shit, and I'm not able to see out my dreams. I at least want to know that the kids perceive my message and use it and turn it into something positive.
With people still mourning this loss, it would only be another 3 months before it was announced that Mac Miller, the legit founding father of an independent artist coming off the internet, well, he passed away on September 7, 2018, and he was only 26 years old. Now Mac, he had openly struggled with addiction during his time in the spotlight. He was also dealing with the end of a long-term relationship with Ariana Grande, which happened earlier this year. Now again, the world, they mourned unanimously. Now Mac, he had been working with Ty Dolla $ign in the weeks leading up to his passing, and this hit Ty especially hard. Now everyone paid tribute, from Chance the Rapper to Elton John, and one of the most touching tributes came from Ariana Grande, his ex. She took to Instagram in a post where she stated, "I adored you from the day I met you when I was 19, and I always will. We talked about this so many times. I'm so mad, I'm so sad, I don't know what to do." Ariana later referenced Mac in her single Thank You Next, where she sang, "I wish I could say thank you to Malcolm, because he was an angel." Other rap stars we lost in 2018 include Craig Mack, who died at the age of 47. Now on the same day that X passed, a 21-year-old rapper by the name of Jimmy Wapo, he was also shot and killed in a drive-by shooting. And then there was Toronto rapper Spoke Dog, who died in the same month of June, and this was due to another shooting. He too was only 21 years old. Another hard loss for the world of hip-hop was Chicago rapper Fredo Santana. Now we covered this in a video we posted earlier this year, so let's roll a clip. The cousin of Chief Keef and the oldest member of Glow Gang, Fredo Santana's legacy as a rapper might not be as frequently acknowledged as Chief Keef's, but he's no less essential to one of the most influential and truly groundbreaking moments in 21st century hip-hop, fueling the emergence of drill music from the streets of Chicago to the masses. We also covered Craig Mack, XXXTentacion, and Mac Miller in Before They Were Gone videos. Now for those of you who don't know, the profits from these videos, they are going to their respective labels. And the same can be said about our next two artists, Avicii and Verne Troyer. In his early days, some of his shows would be as small as just 10 people, and that may have been for the best, because performing live was a skill he had to develop over time. He said of learning the world of being a DJ, "Technically, there's nothing hard about it. What's hard is getting a feeling of the crowd and learning how a crowd differs in different parts of the world." Swedish DJ and producer Avicii, whose real name is Tim Berglig, well, he died on April 20th at the age of 28. Now he had retired in 2016 due to health issues, including acute pancreatitis. Let's move on to Verne Troyer. Verne was also making great strides in the world of social media. He had a blossoming YouTube channel with close to 700,000 subscribers. He had an Instagram account documenting all his Hollywood encounters. He owned a house in North Hollywood filled with memorabilia from his illustrious career. And in a social media post released in 2017, he stated, "I've battled alcohol addiction in the past, and while it's not always been an easy fight, I'm willing to continue my fight day by day." The Austin Powers star, he died on April 21st at the age of 49. Now Lazy Town actor from 2002 to 2014, Karl Stefansson, he passed away after a 2-year battle with bile duct cancer. Now he was only 43 years old at the time of his passing. Now prior to this, there was a GoFundMe page that was set up to help cover his costs as he became too sick to work. Now his character of Robbie Rotten, it found a second wave of fame on YouTube as Lazy Town clips, well, they began to circulate as popular memes. And well, he was a fan of all the attention.
We think it's amazing how creative you guys are with all these crazy videos, and I love every single one of them.
The world also lost marine biologist turned cartoonist Stephen Hillenburg, and he created the hit animation show SpongeBob SquarePants. Now the show, it went on air in 1999, and by 2003 it was the highest rated television show in the children's genre. It also spawned multiple feature films, and it found further success again online as a meme. Now he was diagnosed with motor neuron disease in 2017, and by November of this year, well, he passed away at the age of just 57. There were many more television legends who left us this year. Anthony Bourdain, he was no exception. The New York City chef turned writer turned television host. Well, he commits suicide 17 days short of his 62nd birthday. We did put together Before They Were Gone video, so let's roll a short clip from that. But just as his career was taking off, his first marriage would fall apart. 2 years later, he would meet Octavia Boussier in 2007, with whom he welcomed a daughter. Now this encouraged him to quit smoking, having been accustomed to smoking 2 packs a day prior. The same week we lost Anthony Bourdain, while fashion designer Kate Spade, she was also found dead from an apparent suicide at the age of 55. Now there were quite a number of deaths this year. We're gonna let this video play on, paying tribute to those we've also lost. I think I've said enough, but if you know anyone suffering from mental health issues or someone you may think may be suicidal, we've left the suicide prevention number down below. This is the end of the year. It's a time of celebration, reflection, and this is an arts and entertainment channel. So, we celebrate the stars that rise to fame, and sadly, well, their passings, it just fits into the biography niche. Anyway, I'm sorry to anyone who lost someone this year. All the best.